met up with our guide, Suman. He's going to be looking after us on the mountain. And now we're just waiting in the queue to get our bags checked, as you can see.
Yep.
So Suman, we're going to have a good trip?
Sure, definitely. I will help you guys on the trip. It's my duty, and I'm going to fulfill my duty.
And bring us back down safe and sound.
Yeah, sure.
Hello, Aggia.
What time is this?
4:30, 5 o'clock, about 5 a.m. 5 a.m. now. We had a bit of sleep last night, not too much. Came back down. Deepak was waiting with our guide, Suman, just over there in the distance there. We've just been told we're flying out to Lukla on a helicopter.
Oh, that's going to be a...
Yeah, so we're not sure how that's going to pan out. Hopefully, no problem. So yeah, we'll get to Lukla and then we'll take it from there.
Yeah, it's going to be a lovely journey.
Yeah.
Me and Shep going to base camp, and we'll see if we get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there, mate.
We'll get there, and hopefully you'll share our journey as well. So we'll see you on the helicopter, hopefully. Yeah, we've checked in now, and we're walking over to our helicopter. So if you... Hey, Shep.
Yeah, just walking over to the chopper now.
Yeah, let's have a look. They're just getting the things ready. They're loading up the baggage. Let's have a look at our helicopter.
Aggia,
Yes?
your mobile.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, seatbelts on you. Yeah.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to everybody. This is us now. Day one of our trek to base camp. We got our guide, Suman.
Yeah, it's me, Suman Dhakal, and we are going to start our first day. We already started, but the area begins from here, the trekking area.
Well, this is the gate that we go through when we leave Lukla. And I've got with me Shep.
Yeah, here we go.
How you doing?
Yeah, very well. Looking forward to going through the gate and hopefully coming back through.
And
we are at the elevation of 2,800, so we are moving to Phagding, so it's at the elevation of 2,600, so almost 200 meters down. Today we are going, and it's 9 kilometers.
it's going to be a good day.
Yep.
And as we leave, I just want to show you the photograph of the first Nepalese woman who got to the top of Everest. Unfortunately, on the way down, she passed away, but this is in memory to her. So we ask her for good luck on our journey as well, and I hope you enjoy our journey as well as we go through the gate.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, we're going to Namche Bazaar. So this is our first suspension bridge on day one. A bit scary because it's swinging and it's very high up. I'll show you. Look.
You can make it straight.
And if you look on the other side, look at the drop. Very scary.
Right. Yep.
Whoa! And look at the beautiful scenery. Look at the snow-packed. What's the scenery like so far?
Yep, absolutely spectacular. We've got the Milky River just below us. There's a 6,000 or so metre peak just behind us. And we're just coming from Lukla,
Acting.
up to Patthar-trekking. So far so good. Our guide's looking after us.
My pleasure.
And there.
Okay.
Beautiful scenery.
Yeah.
We've got some yows coming along. You've got to be very, very careful. They've got sharp horns. So we're just keeping out of the way, letting them pass, and then we'll carry on going. But the horns are very, very sharp and can be dangerous.
So how was the trek of day one?
Okay, yeah, well this is day 2 now. We're at Patthar-trekking and we're at altitude 2,610 metres. We've spent our night in the lodge.
Dreamland.
It was the Dreamland Lodge. We sat. It was fairly cold in there, but we kept as warm as we could. Sleeping bags kept us warm. We slept as best as we could, and now we're about to take the 6-hour walk up to Namche Bazaar. It's a very steep walk, but our guide will be taking us nice and steady, and we're going to get there in 6 hours' time. And this is the route that we'll be taking.
Yep. And the elevation of Namche is 3,440. So elevation wise, we are going to I think 850 meters up today. Yep.
There are no roads in the mountains, so everything that goes up or everything that goes down at the lower parts of the mountains is carried by donkeys and mules. As you get higher, there'll be yows, which are a mixture of between yaks and donkeys, and at the higher altitude they are yaks because it's very, very cold up there and they have long hair. So yeah, these are the workhorses of the mountains. Everything that goes up the mountain is carried either on the back of a Sherpa or on these donkeys. On the mountain, second day, out of breath, wondering why we are putting ourselves through this, but life is not always plain sailing. Hey Shep.
Yeah, we go up and we think we're getting somewhere, and then we go back down, across the river, back up again. We keep repeating that process. but we're on the way up now, so I'm not sure how many more up and downs we've got, but another 3 or 4 hours ahead of us at least.
Yeah.
Okay, well we're on our way up to Namche Bazaar. As you can see ahead, there is two bridges, two suspension bridges called the Edmund Hillary Bridge, and our guide will give you a bit more information.
Yep, that's the upper one. You are seeing the upper one, new bridge. The both are Hillary Bridge, and the down one, that's the old one. So it was used to be used before the earthquake happened in Nepal. Before 2015, it was in use. Then now there is another bridge. And why this is named Hillary Bridge? There is in Everest region there is Hillary Fund from the 1953. At that time, Sir Edmund Hillary did the first summit of the Mount Everest with the help of Tenzing Norgay Sherpa, who lives in this region. So there is fund still from the legend, Sir Edmund Hillary. So and he funded some money to make this bridge. So that's why it is named Sir Edmund Hillary Bridge.
You can see the statue for Tenzing Norgay Sherpa. He was the Sherpa that accompanied Sir Edmund Hillary to ascend Everest. And if you look at the ice peak, right above the ice peak is actually Everest. So you can actually see Everest right above his ice peak. But yes, Sir Edmund Hillary, the first person to get to the top of Everest Base Camp, and this was his Sherpa, Tenzing Norgay Sherpa.
We are now at the Tangboche at the elevation of 3,840. So we started in the morning from Namche. It is in the elevation of 3,430. So we are approximately 400 meters up from Namche Bazaar. So regarding this monastery, it's established more than 100 years ago, 115 years ago, and during 16th century the Buddhist monk Sangye Dorje Lama, he said the one monastery would be established here. Then we can see inside the footprints of the Buddhist monk of 16th century Dorje Lama. And yeah, everywhere monasteries there is
Keep talking.
there is the statue of the Lord Buddha and his incarnation, his reincarnation. You can see inside, and lots of other arts about our life. If we do the good things, then after death, what happens? These things are mentioned in the craft, in the art. Yeah, these are the things we can see inside.
So behind me is another long, hard slog. With the high altitude, you start suffering from a bit more dizziness if you travel too quickly. So that's, you got to make sure you climatise at the lower levels. So in the background you can see our path to base camp. You're going on the way to Gorakshep, and also where you will see the Khumbu glacier at the top end of which everybody who is attempting to summit to the top of Everest, the highest mountain in the world, set up their summer camps, because they set up their camps and they spend about a couple of months there, climatizing, going up to base camp 1, going up to base camp 2, going up to base camp 3, you know, and then attempt to get to the summit. Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norway Sherpa were the first people to get to the top of Everest. What a fantastic achievement that was. Look behind me, you can see Everest. Is that one there? The one at the back, the one that looks more blacker, but it's the one at the back. That's Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world. Wow. Just have a look. Everest over there. All the mountain ranges. The Khumbu glacier at the bottom there. Slides every year, goes down a bit, gets covered in ice, and there you can see Everest, the Khumbu glacier and Everest, the highest mountain in the world.
Right then, here we are. We've finally made it to Everest Base Camp. Just like Edmund Hillary and Sherpa Tenzing Norgay, when they reached the summit of Everest, which by the way is just over there.
Okay.
The Tibetans have named her the goddess of the universe. Anyway, we was going to have this Aggie, so we're going to have it now, mate, because Edmund Hillary and Sherpa Tenzing Norgay chomped on one of these at the top of Everest. So I'll have mine and you can have yours when I meet you back in Kathmandu. It's probably like a piece of ice because of the temperature. Oh God. There it is.
It's almost frozen.
But I'll give some to my friend and guide.
Okay, thank you.
Here's to you, mate. You said you'd get me up here, and you did. Now, this will be what you want to see, Aggie, yeah? Because we've tied the flag, the Sikh emblem, to all the other flags that are here. As you can see, there's lots of different nationalities and meanings and messages, and yours is proudly in the centre, basking in the sunshine. Awesome landing. hotel. We're flying home tomorrow after our journey. Last year I couldn't make the trip for one reason or another, but when my friend Agia said he wouldn't mind having another go, I jumped at that chance and here I am. We made it to the top. It was tough. We've had a few ups and downs along the way. I'm not just talking about the terrain. The cold and the altitude and the lack of the decent food as you get to the higher elevations made it challenging. We achieved our objective, which is the main thing. And yeah, but some great scenery. You feel so small and humbled by the mountains which surround you and the scenery. The people are so friendly. And then you've got the porters who work in flip-flops, come rain, come shine, always a smile, with 30 kilogram on the back, not a problem. You know, so it might put things into perspective when you see slender 17, 18-year-olds marching up and down the hills all day, every day. So we're flying back now back to the UK tomorrow, back to civilization if you like. I'll certainly be bringing some memories of base camp back to the UK with me.